We're live. I don't know if anyone will join me, but I wanted to show you how sunny it is in Copenhagen. I'm spending time in the garden, and I wanted to talk to you about paid subscriptions because it seems that many don't even know how to turn them on. All you have to do is go in your dashboard in settings and you set the price for your payments, for your subscriptions, and a description of what each layer includes. It can say support the publication, for example, and skip the foundation tier. And you connect or create a Stripe account, and you're off to the races. That's how you create a paid subscription for your Substack. It's super easy. You just need to do it. Another thing I wanted to say is that on the 8th of March, me, Tina, and Hattie are holding a joint live to celebrate Women's Day and share how we are helping women live their best lives from three very different points of view. Me with the do sessions and really getting digital skills that is going to help our careers and businesses. Tina with her consistency collective and building habits that work for women, because there's too many things happening in women's lives and we tend to put ourselves last, and building habits becomes even more difficult than for men. And most advice about consistency comes from men. So we have a woman trying to help and show you how to build habits with data and easy tracking tools. And then we have Hattie. She's a spiritual, intuitive leader, and she is going to talk to us about tapping into our intuition and living a life that's more grounded. And yeah, 3 different angles to help you live a better life. So that's March 8th, Women's Day. And then on the 9th, I'm holding for all my subscribers, free, paid, undecided. I'm holding a workshop where I'm talking about really introduction to Substack, very, very basics of what you need to do to succeed, from naming your publication, setting your emails. I'll go over the payment part again. You guys can ask questions. I think I promoted it enough on the Me Time chat that you can find it there. So you just need to subscribe if you want to join. It's at 5 p.m. No, I don't know what time it is. Check it there. It really depends on your time zone. What else? I think it's me time here. My publication, it's all about reclaiming your time, not spending all your energy at work or all your energy in whatever other endeavor, and saving a bit of that time for yourself to soak up the sun like I'm doing now, to learn a skill that can build your career in a way that's sustainable, to, go for a walk, meet your friends, recharge, basically. Because if you don't recharge, 1, you burn out, but 2, you don't have the creative energy, the physical energy to show up 100% for the job, for the family, for the kids, for whatever you want to show up for. So that's kind of the few things I wanted to share. I also did a live yesterday from my legal publication called The Fine Print with Anna Colleen from How I Grow. She's one of the biggest creators out here trying to teach people how to create income streams from their Substack following and then launch products, digital products. And I was talking from the legal point of view, what you need to have set up in order to you know, not lose the money that you're gonna make with your digital endeavor. So it's all about terms and conditions, privacy policy, some easy practices that you can implement to make sure that what you build here lasts, doesn't infringe on other people's rights, and protects you from suits and and things like that. Could never be safe 100%, but you can be much safer than having absolutely nothing as a safety net. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have any questions. I'm gonna try to see. It's so sunny. I cannot see anything. Hi, Lalo and Zanine and Georgina. It's a small group, but that's what I get for for going live in the morning in Europe. Substack is still pretty much US dominated, so I went live once at 8 p.m. Europe time because a new design website design module was launched in Substack. And I was super excited about it. I wanted to share it with everyone. And 80 people joined the live. So the difference between going live in Europe in the morning and in the evening where the US crew starts to wake up is night and day. But still, I think it's important to show up on Substack, show your face if you're not shy, if you're not in the witness security program or anything like that, because it really shows that you're a real human, that it kind of connects you as the person with your writing and really builds this bond that is so important for really connecting with people, starting to get to know people, and also them trusting you, that the advice you give is, with their best interests at heart, and not just like a bot posting countless um, articles and trying to get subscribers for the sake of it or whatever. I don't know why these bots exist, to be honest. I think they're trying to gather emails. Hate bots. Anywho, show up on lives, give it a shot. You don't need to have a plan. I just hit on send because it was sunny and I was hanging out by myself. And I was about to read articles on Substack, but there's not much happening right now. I have a couple saved. Well, I have a lot saved, but a couple new ones saved from my subscribers. If you're interested about my publication, feel free to subscribe for free. It's a fun place. We support one another. I always encourage people to share their I have threads where you can share your latest work, and I like it and share it if I like it. I love Substack for the fact that it can grow someone's passion into a little business, into a side gig. You might not be able to, quit your day job over it. Very few people really manage to reach that level. But you might, have pocket money for a vacation, or it's still nice to earn something from sharing your expertise. It builds confidence, it builds experience. You learn so many digital skills that can help you in your job, in whatever comes next in this crazy world where AI is set to take over. Community building, really connecting with people is going to be one of those things that really, really matter. So I really encourage everyone to kind of get rid of your shyness, jump on a live by yourself or invite a friend and join and do it together. You don't need to repost the live if you didn't like how it went, but you just do it to kind of get yourself used to it. And you never know where it leads. I was really shy about speaking, especially in presentations and things like that. My throat would close. I would be so scared, and it really wasn't good for my career. And slowly started doing small workshops and things that really helped me um, be much more natural about speaking my mind without a script, without anything. And it really shows in the way I show up in interviews, in lives, in podcasts. Um, and it makes a difference because our communication is one of the things that AI will not be able to replicate because we're still people connecting to people. And I think it will take a really long time. An ambulance. A really long time until um yeah, people will prefer AI bots or real robots, androids, whatever, uh, to real people in terms of connecting, in terms of building trust, doing business with one another, and so on. Sure, there's these outliers. Now there's helicopters or so. um, there's always these outliers, people that cannot connect with real people and fall in love with AI something or the other, and they think they're in a relationship and all that stuff. But there's always kind of, the special the special ones. But I think being a human and connecting one-on-one with another human being, working on your communication skills, speaking live, showing up live, and answering questions in a natural way is going to be one of those skills that you will never regret working on. So definitely do that with lives, do that with podcast invites, try to get out there, don't be shy. People might judge you, but really, who the hell cares? Just show up, do your best. It might be cringe at the beginning, it might be less cringe as you move forward, but you're not going to evolve if you don't start somewhere, wherever you are right now. So I hope this was encouraging for some of you, and some of the information I shared was interesting. I'm gonna look again if there's any questions from you guys. Mm-mm. Hi Al. Hi AJ. Thank you for subscribing. Do you guys have any questions? I'm a bit blind because of this crazy sun. Crazy sun. I've been on Substack for I joined December 2024 when I quit my head of legal role in a Danish startup and decided I need a year of me time. And I started my publication me time that now is 1 year and 3 months or 4 months. Soon I hope to hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if life will change and things will speed up so much as people say. I doubt it somehow, but I'm on the track for that, and it's been really a struggle. So if you find that you're not growing as exponentially as it seems from the Substack river, don't feel bad about it. It actually takes the time it needs to take. You need to try different things, like growing line, for example, like writing articles, collaborating, fine-tuning what your writing is about. If it's kind of a train of thought that makes diary thing, it's going to be very difficult to find a following. You need to really find your topic, something that you're really passionate about. So for me time, it's one, reclaiming your time in order to build something of your own, side hustle, digital gig, whatever. And then we do sessions where we actually get digital skills. We do Canva sessions where we learn how to update our publications so it looks spot on. And also you can use the same skills for your LinkedIn, for your whatever other social media where you're spreading the message, your podcast, your YouTube, everywhere, really. It's such a valuable tool. We have sessions on monetization and the pricing and the positioning of your Substack. We have sessions. One is coming up. I think it's the 13th of March. It might be fully booked, but if you really want a spot, DM me and I'll put you on the wait list. A lot of people sign up a long time ago and then they're like, oh, I have something going on. So sometimes spots free up. And in that Gumroad one, it's about setting up your first Gumroad product. And most of these workshops that I hold, unless it's kind of a Q&A, come with some workbooks or templates that I share for the ones that join live only. So you need to join. So you can actually get something practical out of it. I really hate wasting people's time or my own time. And I feel like a workshop for the sake of workshopping is really not my deal. I'm also very braggers right now. So my time is precious and my energy is limited. So I normally just do things that I really feel are really important. And I think with Gumroad, it's so cool. Or not necessarily Gumroad, you can create digital products and sell them in many different ways. But creating digital products on the side of your audience on Substack is so cool because you get another revenue stream that you can feed off or link to via your Substack following. And if you do it gently and give value for free, and then options for people to buy your Canva templates for designs or join your paid tier where you do masterminds and you consult people one-on-one on how to grow and things like that. And it's not going to feel sleazy and salesy or anything like that. It's just people connecting to people to help one another, and it becomes very rewarding and very nice. Taking off the glasses, seeing if there's questions. No questions. Hi, Jessica. Jessica is in Miami, so she does not want to sleep. uh, yeah, I don't see any questions. But this is Copenhagen in the sun. It's a rare occasion. I have short sleeves. It's crazy. I've missed this weather so much. It's been such a winter that I really needed a day in the sun. Sorry about the background noise. I'm literally in the heart of Copenhagen. So there's traffic. It's the middle of what's today? Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Yay. So yeah, it's still quite busy. But yeah, I want to do more of these lives. I want to show up, share some practical tips, speak a bit about trying to encourage people to show up here genuinely, authentically. Because without that, I don't think you can really move beyond something to where people actually feel like they know you. They would give you feedback, even the bad kind, like your articles suck, Noemi, or something like that. But at least you learn, you get feedback, because I think the hardest thing when you start off is kind of the choir of crickets that is all you hear. Your chat is empty, nobody answers, you have 50 subscribers, you don't know if they're real people or they're half of them are bots or something. It can get really discouraging and really really quiet. That's why you need to have a few of the publications that you really like, that you can hop on and participate. You can learn from the feedback other people get in their articles. Try to discover your niche. Try to make friends, and things will evolve, but this kind of real human connection is really really key. So just hoping that your articles will somehow miraculously get seen, noticed, and turn into this movement on its own is it's just not how it works. And some people get lucky with a note or two, and all of a sudden in 3 weeks they hit 1,000 subscribers, and I genuinely hate them, because I mean, happy for them that it happens, but the fact that for some, for whatever lottery fluke, it happens, and for the majority of others it doesn't. But then the Substack River makes it seem like if you haven't reached 1,000 subscribers in 3 months, you kind of suck, or things like that. And I don't think that's the reality. I've had friends that I've made here at the beginning, so a year and 3 months ago, that are around 700 subscribers, that are around 300 subscribers, that are at 6,000 subscribers. It really depends a lot about you, what you write about, how you write. It's a bit of luck if the algo loves you or not. With me, I don't know if I did everything right, but I definitely didn't push so much on Substack for a very long time. I was working on a big project for my legal consultancy, so I was showing up here, but I wasn't doing crazy amounts of work and showing up. I was doing notes, but I wasn't promoting them. I wasn't jumping on any note booster thingies. I was just kind of, yeah, just putting things out there. But then when I started to really connect with people, to really genuinely read their articles and give my opinion, that's when everything changed. When I started moving into DMs, inviting people for lives with me, things like that, that's when things changed. And that's why I'm saying jump on lives, connect with people, make friends. That's how you really will grow, and you're going to enjoy being here. And the thing I say all the time, so sorry for the people that have heard this like a million times, you really need to love what you're doing here, what your niche is, what your publication is about, what you're trying to share with the world, because otherwise it's going to turn into a grind. Because Substack, maybe it's, I would say it's a huge, much better platform than many of the social media platforms out there, but it is a social media platform at the end of the day. So it can become a huge grind to try to make it grow by just kind of sending notes and articles into the void. So whenever you see you post an article, make sure that you share snippets of your articles on notes so people can see it, even if they're not in your subscriber list. Make sure that you have nice graphics that reflect what you're doing there. And I'm not a huge fan of AI generated images, and I think everyone is getting kind of bored of it. I think AI generated images are the new stock images. So feel free to use them, but you can do better. Canva is so easy to use, and you can even use it for free. You don't even need my Canva templates to create amazing designs that are cohesive for your brand or anything like that. But AI generated images, that's just lazy. But you can do it, right? Start where you can, do what you can. Use pictures from your phone, like real life pictures. You don't need perfection to start, but then as you start, I want you to really look into how to improve, how to show up, how to stand out, because Substack is also getting quite crowded, and without clarity of your publication and finding your voice in your writing, in your videos, your angle, and finding a visual identity that reflects who you are and who you want to attract to your publication, it's going to be really, really difficult. But it doesn't have to be all set day one. It's a discovery process. It's a journey. Get people to support you, find your buddies, and have fun with it. Really have fun with it. That's most important. And with this said, and with no questions here, it seems. Jessica says team no sleep. It's very nice. uh, yeah, I love the sun. We don't get a lot of it. We've had like a month of just rain. I was in Thailand for my baby moon with my husband and my daughter, and then we were there for a couple weeks, and then we came here, and it's been snowing at first, which was nice, and then raining and gray for 3 weeks, and I was like reconsidering my life choices or my geolocation choices for that matter. But now spring is here, so this is my favorite part of being in Copenhagen: spring, summer, early autumn. So if you're gonna come visit, do it in the good season, in the summer, in June, July. The sun sets at midnight and it rises at 3:30 or 4. Never been up for for that event. Maybe once. I was coming out of a club. It was my bachelor party. Yeah, so the sun never sets, so Jessica, you would fit right in with your no sleep team. And yeah, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you taking time, spending it with me, taking some me time with me. I'll do it a bit more often. Feel free to DM me if you have a question that I can tackle on one of these lives that I'm gonna do. You're keeping me company while I wait for this baby to come out of the belly. And when you're a solopreneur, it's a bit tough to, you know, have a real human connection with your real friends, like real flesh and bone friends, because they're at work. So you guys are, yeah, are all I have. So I really appreciate you and spending time with me today. And I'll see you next time. Bye. And Jessica, if you need tips about Copenhagen, DM me. I'll give you all the tips you need. Bye, guys. I need to find the button for turning off the live. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Here it is. Bye.